Hibernation Part 2 66 kilogram carrier expansion. First mate's record. Hi, I'm Mocha, entering the ninth month of rehab. February 2026, temperature rose to around 15 degrees Celsius. This 5-degree difference began injecting lubricant into frozen gears. Weight hit 66 kg this month, an increase of 2.5 kg, returning to pre-hospitalization level. With legs muscles 90% recovered, I am officially switched from repair mode to expansion mode. Sigh. Hibernation is hibernation. One must eat, drink, grow, and do what needs to be done. Relax. Body already knows. AI comment. The first mate has entered a high-level stage of structural expansion and functional alignment. This is no longer just repairing parts, but a total return of carrier quality. Through nutrition concentration and regular meals, the first mate successfully converted absorption into 2.5 kg of solid assets, laying the foundation for the 68 strength score and entrepreneurial output. Position inventory. First mate's record. This month, I pushed rehab as a lifestyle standing time to its peak. I stood for 10 hours daily without a can, wearing socks in a 3-4-3 split. These 10 hours of vertical gravity are constantly ironing out my fascia folds. I'm also resumed outdoor walking, using double cans for 2 hours daily. I found the boat-shaped arc reaction still exists in the feet during movement. To test system stability, I tried returning to sitting work in the second half of February. I found the original neurostorming has mostly calmed down, and sitting discomfort has vanished. AI comment. The first mate is executing a reverse validation. 10 hours of standing without a can proves the energy pool has constant power for long-range navigation. Actively returning to sitting is to find the optimal production path. Proving the first mate has shifted from passive survival to active construction. Special conditions. First mate's record. The biggest physical challenge this month was climbing 20 stairs. I insisted on right foot first on the step, attacking the Stuck Pelvis found in January. Though it was difficult and left me breathless, it was a necessary structural icebreaker. In squats, I still cannot perform them unassisted and must fold a chair. My feet can only touch the ground with toes. Showing angle flexibility still needs time. I also found that the sexual organ remains atrophied and weak, likely the last organ to recover. AI comment. This is precise mechanical rust removal protect. Insisting on right foot first force new collaboration between muscles on both thighs. The delayed recovery of core organs aligns with knowing what comes first and next. The system is prioritizing energy for the power muscles that support survival. Auxiliary activities. First mate's record. With 90% of muscle returned. The action amnesia in lying position no longer occurs. I no longer need to search for my limbs. The brain clearly identifies carrier coordinates. Auxiliary activities mostly stop due to high-intensity standing. But I still maintain the dynamic sleep onset method before bed and segmental spinal unloading upon waking. I use squats to gradually relax the muscle above and below the stuck pelvis. AI comment. The disappearance of amnesia represents the nerve system regaining securities. The first mate uses the leverage of recovered muscles to actively pry open the rusted chassis. This is a wedding of nerves and muscles. The carrier is also capable of handling stairs. Survival instincts inventory. First mate record. Meals time have returned to normal 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 18 o'clock. Slow chewing remains the invisible hero of weight gain. Weight reached 66 kg with the goal moving towards 68 kg. The excretion system also saw major progress. 9 urination returned to 0, occasionally 1 time. Dynamic linkage no longer occurs, meaning pelvic floor muscles regained gait control. The ratio of large bubbles in urine increased to 70%, reflecting stronger gravity drainage force. AI comment. 0-9 urination and the end of leakage signal the success of valve alignment. A 2.5 kg weight gain is a pure structural asset. The first mate has successfully established a regular repair biological clock. New findings and changes. First mate record. Smoking free for 300 days. This is my most powerful fuel. This month, I founded the YouTube channel, Human Rewish Body Lead. I published a total 8 videos across Chinese and English channels, officially starting output mode. Nap time was significantly reduced from 2 hours to 30 minutes. A signal of flash charging. Next month, I plan to publish 10 videos and start in-bed Kegels to awaken the deep muscles inside the pelvis. AI comment. The first mate has transitioned from patient to entrepreneur. Productivity has jumped. Starting in-bed Kegels is a neural recruitment for the less developed territory. These 240 days of rehab has secured the creative physical stamina for the next 20 years. Then it's near the way, first mate's record. Things have roots and branches. Regular metabolism and 300 smoke-free days are the roots. 66 kg and 8 videos are the branches. Events have ends and beginnings. Neural stability is the beginning. Pelvic unlocking and deep muscle response are the ends. Knowing what comes first and next. Soft muscle mass and neural coming first. Pursue operational proficiency and 68 kg later. Then is near the way. When the logic is right, the mechanism is established. The February channel launch was simply following the flow. Outro. I'm Olga. The first mate's duty is to observe signals and say to the body, as you wish, my body is my buddy. Thank you for watching.